Hey there, folks. I'm Isaac, and I am Dovahkiin.
And I'm Claire, and I'm Parian.
And this is Make That Game!
Where we pitch the latest,
The greatest
new video game ideas.
that won't ever get made. No, we don't make them.
We just pitch the ideas for them.
Yeah.
We come up with them, and sometimes they're silly, and sometimes they're really good.
And sometimes they're both.
True.
Silly and very good, because you can have both. Why not both?
I don't know if you knew
Porque
this.
no los dos.
Exactly.
So, speaking of game pitches, let's
Let's
pitch
pitch
some
'em.
games. The theme this week, because we do weekly themes.
Right.
The theme this week,
Is Drive.
Drive.
And the theme next week will be...
You
Sweater.
Okay, sweater.
We definitely think of them ahead of time.
Yeah.
So this one was Drive. Do you want to share your...
Sure. Oh man, I
Drive
like how I did the setup for that, and then you were like
I
rebound,
flipped it,
rebound,
Uno reverse. You
Uno
go first.
reverse. Yeah. Okay, so my game idea for Drive is chaotic multiplayer / real-time golf.
Okay.
So I consider golf a bit of a turn-based
Drive.
game.
Okay, I see.
Because you take turns.
Yes.
You set up the tee.
Yeah.
You hit the ball.
Mhm.
Then the next person takes a turn.
Yeah. Yep.
What if
What if?
not turn-based? What if real time? What if not only were you trying to get to the end of the course under par with the best under par score,
So it's a race.
you are also trying to get there the fastest. So you're just running around smacking the ball with like normal golf game mechanics of like
So like physical golf game, or because like Wii golf was like the first golf and you actually like stood and swung.
oh yeah. I'm thinking I'm not, it could be a motion control game, but I'm thinking, the classic way that I consider a golf game is, you set up like the angle that you're hitting at.
Mm-hmm.
So like you physically move like the aim, the character, and then you have like a bar that fills up
Okay.
to
Yeah.
decide the power.
Yep.
So, okay, first of all, like you set up the angle that you're like facing, and then the also like the angle that of height that you're aiming, and then you set up and then you try to hit like the right power for what you're trying to do. So that's like the mechanics, but you're like running around frantically trying to do that at the same time as other people. And there are two major rules for this. One, you can only enter like this swinging mode near a ball. And
Okay.
two, if you hit any other player's balls, you get penalized for it.
So it'll let you do it, but you shouldn't do it.
You shouldn't do it. And so you do have to keep track of which golf balls are yours. They will be color coded, but if you forget or don't notice or whatever, you could get penalized. But here's the other thing. You can hit other players with your golf club. As long as you follow that first rule, you can only enter it when you're near a ball.
So if you're near a ball and another player's near a ball, you can hit the other player
You
with
can
no
hit
penalty.
the other player with no penalty. It is completely allowed.
Wow.
And so there's also that level of aspect of like trying to figure out how to arrange things so that you can hit your opponents, and they fly like when they get hit, they fly with like wacky ragdoll physics, and
Good.
it like is effectively like a stun because they have the time that they're flying through the air, and then they land, and then their character rolls around, and then when the physics settle, that's when they stand back up and they get control of their character again.
So this is a multiplayer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not so. I just initially said multiplayer, but it's like a multi-character. Like it doesn't have to be multiplayer.
It's like Mario Kart.
It's like it's intended to be 2 to 8 players.
Okay.
Effectively.
Well, it's like a party game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more like a party game, and like they can be like NPCs. They can be computer controlled, AI controlled, right? Like depending on how you want to do it.
Yeah.
I wonder. It could probably also be fun to just have like a single player. Like you're not competing against anyone. You're just kind of like trying to get through it You're just trying to get through it as fast as possible. But yeah, that's my game for the theme Drive. It's all about golf ball drives.
Yeah. Isn't that like a specific club that I don't know? I don't know anything.
What?
About.
Well, there is the driver, which is used for drives. Like, the drive is like, and I could be wrong on this. Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
We
Go ahead.
Call the expert.
Call
your
the
dad.
expert. I'll call my dad. He's the expert. But drive is like the initial shot off the tee.
Okay.
Like where you're just going for like maximal distance.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I like how you stretched it. So my game.
It's not that much of a stretch.
No, but like you picked like, okay, mine will involve a car.
Yeah, I didn't go for the most obvious one.
It also is about hard drives.
Oh.
So my game actually has a name. It's called Drive the Drive. And it's
Okay.
It's a goofy mechanic co-op style driving game where you have to deliver a hard drive in a certain period of time. Like it's like you're like, I don't know, contract. I don't know the story here. You just have a hard drive you have to deliver, and and like each route, and as the levels get up, it gets harder and harder to deliver this hard drive on time.
Okay, so how do you make a car co-op like?
So there's a game a long time ago, miniclip.com, RIP. So a Flash game that was called Driver's Ed or Driving School or something.
Okay. And
you used the arrow keys to drive a car, and it was so difficult and ridiculous. And I feel like without touching it, it's going to be really hard for me to describe it to you.
Yeah, because like arrow keys or WASD is how a lot of games use car driving.
I think the thing was like, it's all the car, like momentum. Like if you went forward, it's just gonna go forward.
Yeah.
Forever.
Okay.
Like you hit forward once and it's going.
Okay, that's physically incorrect.
No, I know. I'm not. I said it was silly. Yeah. So just like it's hard to drive it. It's basically the end goal of that. I just think, if anyone has played, I think it's called Driver's Ed or Driving School. Or
we're gonna have to look this up. We're gonna have to find.
Like
I'm just gonna Google games with worst driving mechanics.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna plug those in.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And then the hard drives. I picture like maybe there's a sequence where you have to kind of like I feel like I've been modeling a lot of games after Storage Wars Simulator or whatever that was called.
Oh my god.
So maybe you have to like climb up like office buildings to collect the drive, and then you gotta like hurry down and get in the car.
So there's like it's a multiphasal, a multimodal game.
Isaac's favorite.
you have a climbing sequence.
Yeah.
You have an infiltration sequence, and then you have a driving sequence.
Yes.
Ooh, we love this.
Yes.
We love this. That's so much gameplay. That's so much diversification.
And that's Drive the Drive.
I like it. I like that it had a name. We used to do names a lot more, and then we kind of gave up on that idea.
We have to save our creativity for the rapid fire round.
Exactly.
That's the most important naming time.
All right, so that was the game pitches, and now it's time for the game discussion. And we're going to go back and we're going to do something that we haven't done in a long time, and we're just going to talk about what we're gaming in our gaming lives.
Our gaming lives.
We used to do that at the beginning of every episode, and then we were like, no, people are here for the pitches.
It took like 25 minutes, and it's like,
to get to the point of the thing. And so it's, this is where it belongs, in the middle of the podcast.
Belongs. Yes.
And so I'm going to ask you, like, what you've been gaming.
I'm still playing Expedition 33. I'm like
only Expedition 33.
Pretty much.
Wow.
I mean, I'm always playing Matchington, the match 3 game. Yeah. That's always a constant in my life. Yep. But I'm still playing Expedition 33. I haven't done New Game Plus yet, so I'm still playing. Because so in New Game Plus for Expedition 33, you get to keep whatever level you're on when you go to New Game Plus, so I kind of want to get pretty high.
You want to get to 99.
Yeah, before maybe not 99, but in the 90s. I want to get to at least...
I actually don't even know if 99 is like the cap.
I don't know either, but I want to get to at least the 90s, and then I'll probably do it. But so I'm just going through and fighting really hard bosses, and I'm on a boss right now that is so annoying because...
oh my god, yes. I've been watching. I've watched.
I got kind of close. I mean, it's going to take... Yeah, they heal a lot without spoiling anything. So
oh, you're not even spoiling mechanics.
I mean,
here.
I could, but yeah, I guess I can, because you the listener, if you haven't played, don't know where this boss is,
and you're gonna learn real quick if you ever encountered this
you'll
boss.
Be like, oh, that's the one.
Yeah.
So basically you have to parry everything. Like you can't get hit, and you can't even dodge if you don't parry everything, they heal 500 health.
500,000.
Sorry, yes. 500,000 health. So you have to do more than 500,000 damage to make it even worth it.
Yes.
Most of the time, or parry everything all the time, which is like, it's not like an easy parry either.
Yeah.
Of course not. So it's really tough. And I will say, like, from a mechanics game design perspective, I'm frustrated that, if, you know, looking up strategies for this and everything, it seems like you either have to, basically you have to just like build your characters to beat this boss.
Yeah, it does seem kind of frustrating from what I was looking online. And, like, again, without spoiling as much as possible, one mechanic that I think is actually bad. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of game design discussion here because I was thinking pretty deep about this.
Right, because it's wild.
About halfway through the fight, like when you get the boss down to half life, they change up one of their attacks, and one of their attacks can irrevocably remove a character from the party. And as far as I can determine, like, looking this up, there's no way to A, get the character back, or B, stop a character from being removed by this if this attack is chosen to be used. So I feel like that's almost universally bad game design. But to be a little bit of a contrarian to myself, I do think that if the intent is to basically say your battle should never get to this point, if the design goal is we don't actually want people to play this like the normal way and like do damage multiple times to the boss, we want them to go straight from 51% to 0%, and if they do anything else, like, this is intended to screw them up and ruin the game for them, then that's fine design. I just think that there should be some kind of like forecast that's what you're doing as the designer. Like, you should make it a little bit more clear, like, oh no, this happening means you already messed up.
Yeah.
It's very subtle. It's very subtle to just like have it happen and be like, okay, so there's nothing I can do now.
And the interesting thing, so this actually happened once to me before I told you about it, like, while playing. But the first time it took a character that was like, so the character that it ate the last time, or removed, sorry, I guess that's a spoiler, I don't know, but was crucial to defeating this boss. Like, basically the only character that can do any impactful level of damage was removed from the board, in which case I was like, well, I can't win.
Yeah.
The first time it happened, though, it was just a character. And
it was
an
like, arbitrary character.
I can kind of just keep going now because it's fine. I still have my like big hitter. So
yeah.
So it also like is subtle in that sense where, well, unless it eats that character specifically, I can keep playing for forever.
Yeah, okay, when you're dealing in like packets of anything less than like 500,000 is basically meaningless. The character that does like
2 million.
Well, no, I was thinking about the one that got disappeared the first time. It looked like he was only doing like 29,000.
Right, yeah.
And it's
so like, okay, whatever.
Yes, he's technically impacting it, but like
I'm not gonna be that mad about it. Like, it'll be fine.
if I miss any single parry at any point in this fight, like,
it's erased.
It takes this guy literally 20 turns to compensate, like, to get to that point on his own. So it's like 20 turns. He might as well not be there. I think
another interesting design thing that this whole battle has made me think about. So one thing, like my play style that I've noticed in many games, I don't like buffs really. Like it's not my style.
Imagine if you were in virtuous stance with powerful and the enemy was marked.
Like I don't even but like that's the thing, like I don't pay attention to powerful or marked. I don't take any skill, like I tend to not equip skills that will give buffs to characters. Even in Kirby and the Forgotten Land, I don't like buy the juices.
This is really funny, but I don't know about funny, but like I remember as a young kid playing Pokemon.
Yeah.
I had the same idea, right? Like, oh, Leer is a useless, and I think Leer is legitimately a bad one. Leer is a useless ability. It doesn't do any damage. I'm going to replace Leer with Bite as soon as I get the option.
Mm-hmm.
Leer reduces enemies' defense by 1 tier, which is like a very Pokemon-specific mechanic, and then Bite just does damage. And then, like, when I, like, really got deep into Pokemon mechanics as, like, a full adult...
Yeah.
Is when I was like, oh my god, all of these status moves are insanely powerful. oh my god, these are the most powerful moves you can use.
I mean, yeah, I'm the same. Like, I never grew up, I guess, because I'm just like, no, this doesn't do damage, so I don't care. But it's not just that it doesn't do damage. It's also that it feels like too much brain. Like, I'm like, I don't want to think about like how much plus up this gives or blah, blah, blah. Like, it's like, it feels like too much finagling and too much pre-planning of like, well, this character goes first so they can buff this character, and then this character does this thing which buffs the whole team, and then like, I'm like, no, I just want to play. I just want to play and vibe.
Yeah.
The things I do use, like things, I'm way more likely to use things that hurt the enemy like debuff the enemy versus buff myself too. Like, I love making the enemy like defenseless or slow or marked, but I'm not like putting powerful on myself super purposefully. Like, I have.
Yeah, like if there's an attack move that also does it.
Right,
like,
that's
I think,
great.
I think Monaco has that.
Yeah, he does. So that's cool. But like, yeah, if it's like a side effect to something, great. But if it's something like I take my whole turn to do, like, it feels like a waste.
Yeah.
But it's not. But like, sometimes it does. Okay.
But like, that's what, like, so I'm gonna segue into mine directly into my Expedition
Isaac, you
33.
gotta talk about stuff.
So I'm pretty early on in Expedition 33 because I haven't been playing it super often.
I'm hogging the PS5.
A little bit. It's not that you're hogging; it's that I'm allowing you to have fun because I have other things that I can do, such as paint miniatures or play any of the list of a million other games that I'm working on. But so I just got CL and I fought Francois, for people who know what that is. I still need to get like Esquier officially in my party, I guess, or I still need to get him water capable, which is a funny out of context phrase. Like, oh, I've got to get Esquier in my party / water capable. What does that mean? You'll have to play the game to find out.
Yeah.
So very early on, I just got CL. I don't think I have the full party yet. I'm missing Verso still, and Monaco of the like people that you have. So I suck at parrying. I'm very bad at parrying. I dislike it. Makes me very frustrated because it does not click with me like when I am supposed to parry. There is like no.
It's very vibe based parrying.
It's very vibe based. There's no like tell that I can find, and I'm trying to find online, and people are like, oh, it makes like a specific sound when you're supposed to parry, and I try to like line up to that sound, but then other people are replying like, oh, that specific sound doesn't always align with when you're supposed to parry.
For me, it's like there is usually an audio cue, but then you have to like wait a beat and then you parry.
Oh, is that literally what it is? Like, you have to wait a beat after the audio cue?
That's what I do. Like, it'll be like sing, and then it's like sing, rest, parry.
Okay, see, that's like, I think I have no sense of rhythm. I think that's what it is. Like, I can't like
I said in my review of it, it's a dance.
It is a dance, and that's like a beautiful thing that they did, but it's like very frustrating, especially like me watching you play, like fight against a character where it's like, oh yeah, if you don't parry literally everything, like, this is an impossible fight unless you walk in and you can like do all of its HP in a single attack. Like, okay, awesome. Like, that's so cool. Like, I look forward to getting to that point. And maybe it's just that I do need to play more often, but
I wasn't great at parry when I started either. So
I know that it's like something, but yeah, it's just so frustrating for me to play, and it's like, all right, this character like looks like it should be fairly easy to parry. It's just a big slow attack, and I failed it. Okay.
Well, yeah, and they're still very frustrating. It's very frustrating.
And I'm using tons of status moves. So like, I'm always like setting up like, all right, I'm gonna burn, I'm gonna mark, then I'm gonna burn, then I'm gonna virtuous stance. I've got like a chain combo that I'm using.
Literally,
and like
opposite.
CL is like, I'm going to give everyone speed buffs so that they all act multiple times. I'm gonna give Gustav's like, I'm gonna give everyone powerful now that I've done my mark. And I'm like setting up all these things, and then I just whiff every single parry, and I'm like, all right, what's the point? One thing about that though is like a lot. I don't understand with like the initiative system, like the turn order system. I don't get what I consider optimal turn orders, and I guess you need to like allocate stat points very specifically, because it's like very difficult for me to set up like a mark so that Mael can be the one to consume said mark using a virtuous whatever that needle move is.
And then what's frustrating about mark specifically to me is you can consume it on a counterattack. So you could be
really? Oh, that's my god. So yeah, that seems
so that kind of can
crazy.
Eat it, and then you're like, well, it did a lot of damage probably, but it's still kind of like.
Can you consume your own mark? I wonder if you do something like you get that Pictos. I assume it's a late game one, but the one that lets you do 2 turns in a row.
It is very late game, yeah.
That's very late game?
It's like past, like, I think you have to complete the game.
Oh, dang it. Because I was thinking like that thing, right? If you have that thing and then you set up your own mark and then consume it immediately afterwards is like, seems like the best way to do that.
That would be great. I should start using that. I need to reallocate. So right now I was able to give it to Lune and Mael, but I'm trying to build it so everyone has it.
Oh, yeah. That seems
But it's really
absurd.
Expensive, so it's hard.
Yeah. Anyways, that's enough about Expedition 33.
Yeah, I know. This is not the Expedition 33 podcast, but it could be because it's all I think about when it comes to games.
Other things that I've been playing. Crusader Kings 2. I played that for a little while.
Did your computer finally do it?
No. Well, that's where I'm going with this. I played Crusader Kings for a combined total of about like 2 hours. Not counting the combined total of about 3 hours of load time.
Oh, boy.
So, combined total, if you count load screens as playing, I think I played a solid 5 hours of it. And then the game just kept crashing.
Oh.
And I was like, well, it's fun. It's fun to watch the map game. But alas, not for me. So I uninstalled it. I was like, maybe if I upgrade my computer, I'll be able to play this. So instead, I started playing Total Warhammer 3.
Okay.
And I started a dwarf campaign because dwarfs are what I play in Warhammer, the tabletop game.
Yeah.
And specifically Ungrim Iron Fist, the Slayer King.
Okay.
He's my boy.
He's your boy?
He is my boy.
Okay.
Because he leads the Slayer hold of Karak Kadrin. And
nice.
That's, Slayers are the coolest. Because Slayers, if I haven't mentioned this on the podcast before, I'm gonna do a little Warhammer fantasy
Okay.
lore drop. Dwarfs, when they do something deemed as dishonorable, take the Slayer oath. And doing something dishonorable can be as simple. It can be like, okay, I forged a bad axe and or a shield or something, and it led to like a warrior dying in battle. So I'm a bad blacksmith. So to make up for it, I'm going to take the Slayer oath. It can also be like, I asked a Rin, which is a female dwarf, out, and she said no. I'm going to take the Slayer oath. So they're very. So they remove all armor. Mm-hmm. They pick up big axes. They dye their hair orange and stick it up into mohawks.
Oh, is that why they all have orange hair?
They dye their hair orange.
Okay.
To emulate the first Slayer, which is one of their like ancestor gods. And then they run into battle, and they're trying to die against the most scariest thing on the battlefield.
So
they can't they basically have taken like a suicide oath, but it would be dishonorable to like just kill themselves, like to just let themselves die, to like walk up to an enemy and be like, stab me.
Canonically a bad army because they all want to fail.
Correct. Well, they all want to fail, but they don't gain their honor back if they intentionally fail. So they fight as hard as they can, and so they get these legendary feats. Like the higher tier a Slayer is, the worse at their job they are, right? So like you start off as like a troll slayer, like the ranks are troll, giant, dragon, and demon slayer, because like those it basically means like you have beaten a troll in battle, like you failed that hard, like you're trying to, and somehow you survived fighting a troll, which is like 6 times stronger than you. Oh, you failed at fighting a giant. Like you succeeded at killing a giant, but you failed at dying against it. So you're a higher rank now. And so they get more psychopathic as they go up in ranks, and it's great. I love these little guys.
This is like a really I never knew that lore.
Oh yeah.
It's really fascinating.
So Ungrim, my boy, he's the Slayer King, and he's interesting because it's an ancestral Slayer oath. Like one of his ancestors messed up. And so because his ancestor was the king, he actually couldn't throw his life away because he still needed to rule. So like he had the goal of throwing his life away, but because he never regained his honor, all of his children and descendants and stuff all have to take the Slayer oath like as soon as they're adults. And so you've got this guy who like can never achieve the oath. His entire bloodline is ruined forever, effectively, because they have to do the ruling. But because he has taken the Slayer oath and is the king, a lot of Slayers come to his lands. And so he's known for having a lot of Slayers. That's why he's my boy, because I think they're the funniest little guys. So I'm playing as him. And oh my God, I'm so bad at this game. It's a Total War game. It has this concept of auto-resolve, and it'll tell you, like, all right, you're going to take high casualties. This is going to be considered a close victory. I'm like, okay, screw that. I'm going to play this myself. And then I get a lower tier of victory, or I just straight up lose. And the game will, like, literally tell you, like, can we even call this a victory? And I'm like, hold on.
Excuse me.
I literally did worse than just, like, the AI auto-resolve. Am I supposed to not play this game? Like, is playing this game actually bad for me? Should I be clicking the auto-resolve button every time? It's so bad. And I figured, like, auto-resolve has to abstract so many things. So I was like, there's, like, I have to get some kind of bonus by manually playing. No, it just turns out I'm that friggin' bad at it.
Oh, no.
Like, I have Ungrim Iron Fist himself tooled up. I've got the Legendary Lord, and I've got him tooled up so he has, like, a damage aura. So, like, enemies near him consistently take damage. He, like, never takes any damage from anything. Like, his health bar is, like, almost full at the end of every single battle. I just, like, send him as, like, a cannonball into the middle of the enemy army, and he, like, racks up, like, 500 to 800 kills all by himself. Just completely distracts the enemy. But, like, enough cavalry and stuff makes it to the rest of my army and, like, ignores him that they, like, do enough damage that the game is like, you're bad at this. You suck at this. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I'm trying my best here. So that's also frustrating. Next item that I wanted to talk about in my gaming career. I have downloaded a game for Tabletop Tavern demo.
Okay.
I have downloaded the demo for the game Tabletop Tavern. And so this is funny because as I was playing Total Warhammer 3 or Total War Warhammer 3.
Total War Warhammer 3 sounds like a game we would name.
Yeah. As I was playing it, I was thinking to myself, I was like, man, I wish there was like a quicker way to play this that wasn't necessarily like just skirmishes. Because like the idea of Total War Warhammer is you have like the big map and you have like armies and cities that you're controlling and you're like conquering things. But it has like a real-time strategy battle mode where once two armies on the map meet, instead of like being a dice roll-off like Risk would, you actually get to control the individual units and like set formations and like have them fight each other. And I was thinking to myself, like, the skirmish mode is like literally just that real-time strategy battle system where you like pick units. You basically say, all right, I'm going to do a skirmish of 1,000 gold. So I get to buy 1,000 gold of units and then fight them against another army of 1,000 gold worth of units, etc. It's a lot like playing like the tabletop game directly using the Total Warhammer real-time strategy engine. But that isn't quite as fun as like the general concept of Total War of like kind of having armies moving around on a map, etc. I was thinking to myself, like, man, there should be like a smaller, like less intense version than playing an entire like 150 turn campaign. And then I saw a post for this game called Tabletop Tavern. It was like, have you ever played Total War but been like, hey, I want this bite-sized? And I was like, oh, excuse me?
I have been like that, actually.
Excuse me? So I immediately downloaded the demo, so I need to play it and see how it actually pans out. I don't think it's 100... I think it is going to be very similar to just playing skirmishes, but it does seem like it has like enough of a campaign system like in between skirmish battles that it isn't just like queuing up like, all right, I'm going to do a skirmish, a one-off. Like it's got a roguelite kind of progression, like linked battles. So like injuries from previous battles carry over. And I'm hoping that that's like enough to be like the truly bite-sized Total War and something that my computer runs a little better.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Cool.
Final Fantasy Tactics Remake. I have been playing that. I'm gonna leave it at that. There's this game called Voice in the Void that I've been playing. It's an sim, an immersive simulator.
Is this the anomaly game?
Yes. So basically we were watching a video by a YouTuber named Memoria.
We love Mem.
We love Mem. And if you've watched our last two streams, we stole the idea directly from her, and I honestly thought it was going to be a one-off thing for her, so I was like, I didn't feel so bad about taking the idea, but she made another video on basically buying Steam games that released that day and then playing them, and that's what we've been doing for the streams. But then she made a second video,
so now we can't. But
now we can't.
I'm also probably not going to post those on YouTube because
So in this video, she's like, oh, is this an anomaly game? Referring to one of the games that like were released the day she was making that video. I was like, oh, that makes sense. As like, it finally clicked to me.
He finally got to watch the mechanics of an anomaly game played by someone else.
Yes, and it clicked with me, and I was like, okay, that's how this is. Like, that's the expectation I should have going into this. Because I had like picked up Voices in the Void.
Do you want to explain what an anomaly game is?
An anomaly game is a game. It's hard. It's
so basically you walk around and you look for something that's an anomaly. That's like weird.
Yeah, and usually there's like some kind of mundane tasks that you're supposed to do, and then the anomalies start happening. So like in Voice in the Void, you are at a remote satellite station, and so you have the mundane task of taking satellite signals, storing them on hard drives, and then you like sell those to like the company that you work for, and they send you money. Mm-hmm. And then you have to like repair the servers and go out and analyze, like check the satellite dishes and stuff. But all of that is just a setup. So okay, when I first started playing the game, I thought that was like the thing. I thought it was like literally just mundane tasks. And so I played the tutorial and I played for 45 minutes and I was like, this is like kind of neat, but I don't know. And then when Mem said anomaly game, I was like, that's what Voice in the Void is. And I started playing it again, and I have gotten an anomaly, and I'm like, okay, this is clicking. Okay, so okay. That's been fun. And then I also started playing another sim, another immersive simulator that isn't an anomaly game. This is a classic one called Arx Fatalis that I've had in my Steam library forever. I used to try to play this as a kid, and it never made any sense.
Okay.
I now have a fully developed brain.
Yes.
And I can actually do things in the game.
Yeah.
So like I remember as a kid like getting like destroyed by every single like monster in the game. Like a spider would walk up and like kill me in 3 hits, and I would like not do any damage to it. And remembering that, I made this character because you get to allocate stats at the beginning. I just put like everything into health and combat ability, and I just walk up and pretty much everything, I'm like using an old dusty bone, and I just like smack it, and like rats and spiders die instantly, and like goblins and like real enemies like die in like 2 or 3 hits. And I'm like, oh yeah, I am a god of war. This is so much better. I've actually progressed beyond the first like area in the game for the first time in my entire life. Wow. I didn't even have to do the stupid trick. Because a hallmark of MSims is the ability to pick up rocks and throw them, and NPCs walk over and they stare at the rock and go, what was that? Did I hear something?
What does MSim stand for again?
Immersive sim.
Okay.
And I'm somewhat memeing on it, but like that is kind of the joke. So it's supposed to be immersive. It's supposed to give you like a lot of like different systems to interact with, like specifically like stealth systems and like a sound system, like making sounds. Enemies AI can recognize a sound and like go to investigate it, and then you can use that to like manipulate them, etc., etc. And so Arx Fatalis has this very early on section where there's 2 goblin guards like having a conversation, and you're supposed to throw a rock to distract them down one hallway, and then you can run around behind another hallway without them catching you. I just ran into the room and I killed both of them. I was like, I don't need to do any, but I couldn't even get the stealth stuff correct as a child.
Oh, wow.
Like I could throw the rock, but I like didn't have fast enough reflexes or something to like get away from where I threw it before the enemies came. And anyways, so that's not even all of my gaming updates, but that's all that I'm gonna say. I have been gaming a lot. And so I limited it to like things that I've done within the past like 2 weeks.
I mean, this is cool because I don't know what you're up to sometimes in the computer room.
Yeah, that's what I'm up to.
Because I'm just parrying forever, and you're playing like 7 games, and I'm like, I'm still...
Well, that's why I never finish a game, is because I'm like cycling through these, and I have a problem. Why can't I stick to one game?
Well, I want to share one other update from me is Animal Crossing is getting an update.
Oh,
and
update,
an update, and it's kind of inspired me because Animal Crossing, it's like I like it, and then it's also boring. Like I go through phases of like I really like this, and I'm like, this is boring. This is a lot of just like tedious, repetitive stuff, but it's also fun. But I've never started from the beginning because when I met Isaac, he already had an island, and I would just play on his island. Oh, it's fine.
I made a face. That's why she responded.
But because we even talked about getting me a Switch so that I could make my own island. But I was like, we're not buying a second Switch just for that. So,
but if we buy a Switch 2, that would have its own island.
Then should I wait? Anyway, what I was saying was I was talking to Isaac today, and I asked if we could get rid of his file and I could make an island, so I could have the full experience of Animal Crossing, and he said yes.
Yeah, I haven't touched it in like literally years.
Yeah, I've been the one doing everything, but I don't even have the full power because it's not my island.
Yeah.
So, but the issue now is that you just opened up a door of should we wait so you can save your island and start.
We're gonna have to talk about it. We're gonna have to get Lewis involved. This is a family decision.
A family discussion. So, anyway, but I just wanted to mention that it's kind of exciting that Animal Crossing is getting a big update, and it'll include a whole new area called the hotel.
Will you be able to stay at the hotel?
I don't know. I didn't watch the whole video. I just was like, oh,
all right,
that's cool. And then
we'll do some research.
Excited.
We'll investigate. Question: Are you ready for the rapid fire round, the last segment of our show? Besides the plugs.
I am ready.
I guess you could call the plugs a segment.
I mean, I'm not ready because I have to get the website up.
Yeah, and usually you describe what it is.
Yeah, so what it is we're going to generate 3 random words. We're going to only have 5 minutes, and in those 5 minutes, we have to come up with a game idea based on those 3 words. They have to include all 3. We have to name it, and we have to have a gameplay loop, and that's why it's rapid, because it's only 5 minutes.
And I'm going to start the timer in 3, 2, 1. Wait, it's set to 40.
No.
I literally set it to 5, and then it somehow got reset to 40.
That's a whole podcast episode.
All right, it's 3, 2, 1, 5 goes.
Sustain.
Okay.
Fleet.
Okay.
Sweep.
Okay. So you are the guy responsible for all of the street sweepers in a city.
Oh, wow.
So it's a fleet
of
street sweepers. And so it is a logistics game. It's just like a management tycoon game where you start with like one street sweeper and you only have like a little bit of responsibility and control. But as you make money, you can acquire more street sweepers and expand the areas that you can cover and get paid more. And you have competitors that you got to deal with. And the name of the game is Clean Sweep.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Do you have anything?
I mean, I think you solved the game for sure. I mean, Clean Sweep, I don't know if I like that because I think it feels more like a cleaning game than a logistical game.
True. All right, we've got 4 minutes, so let's work on that.
Okay.
All right. Sweep.
Street tycoon.
I mean, we could just put tycoon. It's the easiest game name, right?
Yeah.
Street Sweeper Tycoon.
No, I mean, I was trying to make it. Because you're the head of a street sweeping fleet.
The reason I was thinking Clean Sweep is because, maybe I'm wrong, but, like, it refers to kind of, like, beating all of your enemies, like, very easily. And so, like, you're making a clean sweep, like, against all your competitors.
Okay.
Is kind of where I was thinking that it played into, like, the actual contents of the game. But I think you are right in that it might imply too much that you are personally doing the sweeping.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I like, what about, like, clean streets? Sweep in the night.
That sounds like a vigilante game.
We're vigilante cleaning is what it is.
No. Well, no. Because like you're making money doing. Yeah.
Okay. We'll just call it clean sweep.
You sure?
I think that's fine.
Okay. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left on the clock.
Okay.
That was a clean sweep.
That was a clean sweep. You ready for the next few words?
Yeah, I'm gonna start a timer, and I'm gonna start it in 3, 2, 1, and I already started it actually.
Acquisition.
Okay.
Clothes. Episode.
Okay.
So this is like modeling the game. You are a fashion magazine, but it's also a reality TV show.
Where does the magazine or reality? So I can see how one or the other would play into it.
Okay, maybe
I think we got to pick one.
Yeah, I think because episode to me is reality TV show.
Okay, so each like level
is an episode.
But
okay, I want to use acquisition clothes, so it can't be like Project Runway. Like you can't be designing.
You don't make
clothes,
them,
right?
You just have to
put them together. You have to find and acquire them.
Yes. Okay, and that is like an easy way of like changing the conditions, like the I've described this a lot, but if you change the conditions of like a simple gameplay item, like it can make it more interesting.
Yeah.
So like maybe the first episode is you just have access to like an entire thrift store, right? Mm-hmm. And you can do whatever you want. And then maybe like episode 2 is it changes the condition of how you acquire those clothes.
Which is like
you can only get clothes like from people on the street.
Yeah.
Like you have to literally buy the shirts off their backs.
That's so fun. Yeah, because that's how reality shows work, really.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not it's like the same format. Like you have the buying phase, you have the styling phase, then you have the reveal phase, right? So just if you play with each of those phases or one of those phases every episode.
Yeah. No, I love that. I love it. I think it's good.
And there's ways to do it, but we don't need to come up with every variation in the rapid fire round. So, What are we going to name it? Wait, did we get all 3 words?
Yeah, because it was acquisition, clothes, and...
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So we need a name. What if Project Thrift?
No, because you said they're not always going to be thrift store.
That's true. That's true.
So the magazine part for me was like, what are you styling these people for? It's like for a photo shoot or a runway show.
Yeah, literally just a photo shoot.
And
you get a fun photo mode.
Style challenge. The style me now.
Style exclamation point.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
I like it.
Okay.
I think it's fun.
Boom. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. Style exclamation point.
All right.
Simple gets the job done. You kind of know exactly what you're in for. It brings you in. You look at the back of the box. It says it's a TV show with different challenges every episode, and you go, "All right,
Sounds
I'm
great
in."
To me, yeah. All right, ready for the next and final 3 words of this episode?
I am. 3, 2, 1, go.
Virtue, fly, strip.
Whoa.
So like fly strip makes me think of like fly paper, like trying to get like kill flies.
That's not virtuous at all.
No, it's not. But anyway, that was my thought to tell you. So I told you.
Strip steak, strip mall, airstrip.
Airstrip fly, airstrip fly.
Oh, okay, all right. Virtue. Okay, so
like
this is kind of like an airplane kind of thing that we've got going on.
Like a search and rescue plane, maybe?
Search and rescue, because it's virtuous to do that. Yeah. Okay, so you are a search and rescuer. Okay.
He's got it. He's in.
So we're not focusing only on the planes, but there is a plane component, because search and rescue can have multiple different vehicles.
Right.
So like, yes, there is an airstrip. So this is an anomaly game.
Oh.
So you are a person who runs a search and rescue like compound.
Okay.
And so you do have to maintain the airstrip. You have to maintain the vehicles like the airplanes, like a 4-wheeler, a bobcat, like snowmobile, like all the kinds of things that you might need through the seasons. So like they just have natural wear and tear that's the mundane task. And like, yes, you'll get calls that you need to like take the correct vehicle out to like rescue the person, depending on like what's needed. But the woods are full of cryptids and other spooky things. So like you have like a night job in the winter to go through like get on your bobcat. Or are bobcats winter vehicles? I don't know. Snowmobile. You get on your snowmobile and you only have the light illuminating you as you're going through the woods to like the target destination, and like you're seeing the red eyes in the woods, and like you might encounter like a Wendigo or a Yeti like as you're going, and yeah, just spooky events happening while you do a bunch of
anomaly
mundane
rescue
tasks.
game. Okay, what's it called?
So
Bigfoot
I think
rescue.
No, so I kind of envision this as being named after like the compound, like the location you're at. But like I don't know how to like name cuz games that do this, they put a lot of thought into the name of the location.
And we have like 2 minutes
to reveal enough. And so it's very hard, but I want it to be like, you know,
Elderberry Creek.
I mean, it could literally like, okay, Elderberry National Forest, something like that. Because like National Forest is where you would have like
let's do that. Let's pick one for National Forest.
All right.
I don't think Elderberry's right. I said the first word that came to mind.
It depends on how disarmed we want people to be by the name. Right, like, do we want it to be kind of cutesy, whimsical, like Elderberry, where like they don't think?
I
it's
just don't think
weird?
a National Forest would ever be named that. So
that's true. Well, it would be named after a person most of the time.
So like John Snarkham.
John Watkins National Forest. Okay. Now it's time to Google whether that's like an evil person or
John Watkins.
Like I just made up the name, but like, did it come from somewhere? And is it like? So okay, it's a Canadian diplomat.
Okay.
And he served as the Canadian ambassador to the Soviet Union. All right, so this game is set in Canada, and
John Watkins National Forest.
All right,
that's
he did defect to the Soviet Union.
John Watkins National Forest. It doesn't have to be a good guy. There's
it doesn't have to be. I'm not going to dig too much deeper into that. So 1 minute left. If that's a bad name, you can send us an email about it. And where can they
podcast at gmail.com. You can also find us on social media at Make That Game Pod. Please send us an email. We love emails. We want more emails. Make That Game Podcast. I just said that at gmail.com, but I want it so bad I said it twice. Follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/MakeThatGame. I believe, let me look up when we're doing our next live because I know the date.
November 22nd, right?
I might have put it on the Sunday. Yeah, it's... Nope, it's actually November 16th.
Oh, November 16th. Oh, yep, I see that there. Okay, yeah.
So November 16th at around 11:30 Eastern usually is when we go live. But if you follow us on twitch.tv/MakeThatGame, you'll get alerted when we do go live, and we do that every month. Woohoo! And if you heard a game today and you just have to play John Watkins National Forest, you can't play it unless you get out there and make that game.